Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. Hope everybody has had a great day. Closing out my day. Just spent a little time with the guys. I'm about to head home, and so I decided that I would take this time to drop in on you and encourage you to make a move. You've heard me say this more times than I can count. Probably more times than you can count, that if you don't have at least 2 independent streams of income that you have to hedge your primary source of income, you are putting your financial future in jeopardy. Your goal is to actively manage future financial outcomes. There are just certain things you're not going to be able to do anything about. There are going to be certain things that you are going to have to respond to as time happens. But the more things that you have within your control that you act on, the less you'll have to deal with it in the future, so that the things that you don't control don't devastate you. With that being said, I have constantly talked about all of the opportunities that are online to create passive income, to create a primary source of income if you so desire. If you're looking to make a move and you want to take control and own your own revenue stream, in other words, nobody hires you, nobody fires you, you get up every morning, you put in work. Yes, it comes with risk. So does working for someone else, especially in right-to-work states where they don't have to have a reason to let you go. They can simply lay you off or fire you without cause. You need to be aware of the fact that the traditional idea of employee loyalty to companies that are not loyal to employees has played out. And the last thing you want is to be sitting around thinking that because you have a job and you get up and you go to work and you work your butt off every day, that you're safe. Then when you look at the numbers, 85% of Americans get up every day and go to work for jobs they hate. That is the data. Most people are going to work solely because they have to, and they have to pay bills. Yes, you have to produce an income. You have to support yourself. You have to take care of things. But there are so many things you can do that are in the line of things that you want to do. You can choose who you do it around. You can choose who you do it with. You can choose who you do it for. You can take responsibility for so much of what you are going to have to do for a certain period of time. The back end of that is creating a process to what you earn works for you and not just pays expenses and not just serves as a mean to go out and consume. That is where wealth is built and accumulated. And we can talk about that in detail at another time. But what I want to do is encourage you to enroll in my 7-day online business lunch course. This isn't something I just thought of. This isn't something I read about somewhere. This isn't something somebody told me about and I decided to sell it to you. This is literally how I rescued myself from a catastrophic setback in my own business career. This is how I literally took a almost total collapse of what it took me years to build and rebuilt it. And I'm still rebuilding, and I'm still scaling out. I'm still growing it. And there's infinite potential because of the massive reach of the internet. I'm not locked into just dealing with someone in my city, in my state, or even in my country. I am at a point where I am approaching the point where I have more European and African clients than I do clients in America. I purposely sought to diversify my clientele, where I operated in, what I did, because I wanted to be hedged against a loss or a catastrophic impact based off of the U.S. economy and the volatility of the U.S. dollar and the market in general. There's so much that goes along with this, but the way that I did this was a formula that I use. It's low cost entry. You don't need a whole lot of money to do it. You get on, you scale out. You get on, you scale out. I even have a done for you where I build it for clients. Well, my team helps me build it for clients. Obviously that costs, but for the person who doesn't have the time or the person who knows they're not good at following through, even if it's sitting in front of you, you probably need to pay somebody to do it. But at some point, you got to take the reins. You got to be willing to do it. And most of you are out every day doing somebody else's work for them, making them rich, and they're paying you a salary. It's called a job. You do what you got to do to pay the bills. I'm never going to degrade or denigrate somebody because they're paying their bills. But what I am going to say is there's an easier way, and if there's an easier way, you need to take it. There's a more productive and safe way where you're in control. You are not going to dodge market volatility and the way things move on an economic level globally. But what you can do is put yourself in the best position to survive it, to overcome it, and to, in some instances, gain ground in it. Some of the wealthiest people who became wealthy in the downturn of the market, they're called crisis investors. It's knowing what to buy, when to buy it. All that stuff comes in, but the first and the foremost is you need to be creating multiple streams of income. And even if you've got a great job, it just still makes sense to create income revenue streams that pay you, that you can literally automate in many instances. Like I said, I was sitting up looking today after I had a meeting with a client who I'm actually setting up. I'm sitting up and I'm looking at things that I set up when I first started this almost 13, 14 years ago, and they're still up and they're still operating. I do very little, if anything, to them. They're not producing massive revenue, but they're still producing, and I just set them up real well. I put a lot of what we call evergreen content, meaning that the content is always valuable, and people find it in searches, organic searches. There's no ad. I'm doing no ads on a lot of these old things, and they're still producing. And I want to teach you how to do that. And I want to do it because it gives you a certain level of autonomy in controlling your financial outcomes. So look in the description box, the post box, wherever you're watching this at, whatever platform, because it's going to show up on multiple platforms, wherever it's at. Click that link and get started. We've moved it to an online platform, so you're going to get the digital version where you can have it, where you can print it out and all that, but it's also going to be online. Somewhere close to almost 10 hours of lectures on how to do it, what to do, insight, plenty of written material, from writing a business plan, doing market analysis, setting up marketing, all of the different ways you can make money online, how to get involved, how to get engaged. All of this stuff is on there. You want to take advantage of this. You want to get in. It's going to grow. It's still growing. It hasn't. To me, it's still in its infancy stages of what's possible with it, but it's going to be up to you to take advantage of it. So with that being said, look, click that link, sign up, and make something happen. It's worth the investment 50 times over, because you're going to earn that back in a relatively short time if you follow the instructions you put in the work. The reason that there are no guarantees is because I can't guarantee your effort. If you put in the effort I put in, you're going to make money, period. If you treat it like a job and not a hobby, you're going to make money. If you treat it like this is how you're going to set your family up for their future, you will make money. It's just that simple. Everybody's out there doing it. There's no reason you can't do it. But you've got to make a move. And I'm challenging you right now to do that. So on that note, look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. But I want to drop that on you. Hopefully you take it and you do something with it. As for now, that's me. I'm out of here. You guys have an unbelievable remainder of your day.